Hello, everybody. What on earth is blockchain? Cryptocurrency is mainstream now. So we're going to take some time to break down what make cryptocurrency so special. Don't forget to watch the previous video we have. But today we're going to focus on blockchain. What is it and how that it can use to change the game for corporation, for us, and for the government and for the world. Cryptocurrency is so popular right now. I'm taking some time to understand it and share my what I learned with you. So that's what this video is all about. So what on earth is blockchain? So blockchain is a digital record of transaction. The name comes from its structure, in which individual records, we call them blocks, they are linked together in a single list called a chain. So it's like a daisy chain. They are linked together. So because they are linked together, information in one block is linked to the next block. So that's gonna be the big difference. The information might be different. We want to be clear. We focus on that. The information in each block might be different, but each block have a code to the next block. Okay, they are linked together. So block A has a link to block B by some name or some convention or some codes. Okay, so but the information in each block might be different. Some might be the same, some might be different. So we need to understand the how they are connected. So the second thing we have to understand is blockchain is a decentralized ledger of all transactions across a peer-to-peer network. So we have a network of computers that is connected by the internet, and all these computers we call the peer-to-peer network can verify your transaction. When you, by using this technology, participant in that network can confirm transaction without a need of a central clearinghouse. So in a regular financial transaction, we have to go to a clearinghouse. The bank got to go to the clearinghouse and clearing authority and then to the other bank. So we will see in one of our videos how we comparing sending money through regular bank and also through with crypto. What's the difference? What make blockchain so special for cryptocurrency? So we don't need a central authority for transaction. So it's automatic. The automatic network, the peer-to-peer network, is the one who verify all the transaction and also complete the transaction for us without nobody involved in it. That's the great. It's a decentralized ledger they call it. So why it's decentralized? Nobody control it. No central authority on it. Potential application for blockchain include fund transfer, money transfer, settling trade. Okay, so voting, patient record, and many other issues. So we need to understand that blockchain is important. So here is, I want to take some time to clarify a little bit the blockchain situation. The data in blockchain 1, as you can see, right? T1, T2, T3, and then we saw the domain. T1 has 100 Bitcoin. George has 100 Bitcoins. Bernard had 200 Bitcoins. And Gerald had plus 200 Bitcoin. So the data in a blockchain, here's how it works. The data in block 1 is now linked to block 2 by adding a signature, okay, of block 1 to the data of block 2. So this is how they link together. So they don't have the same data, but the signature in block 1, for block 1, it has a unique, each block has a unique signature. That unique signature for block 1, for example, if you're looking at my image here, X31, okay, this is a unique signature for block 1. This signature is link data 1 to data 2 by that x2. As you can see, x2 carry that x32, which is the signature for block 1. And block 2 have its own signature, NIBZ. You see that? So each block has their own signature. The signature of block 2 is now partially based in the signature of block 1 because it is including the string of data in block 2, as you can see. You see that? That is what makes blockchain special from block to block, how the data is linked together. Remember, a single digit change to the data in block 1 would now could cause the change to get a completely different signature. If you change the data in block 1, that will force block 1 to have a different signature. But we know that block 2 already have the signature for block 1. So if you're trying to change the data in block 1, that means block 2 is going to have a new signature. Block 2 will not recognize that signature. That's why we said once you have the data in the block, nobody can go and we change the data. There is a way to change the data, but it's so hard to do that it would be take forever to change all the data in the blockchain. Because if you force to change block 1, you're gonna have to change block 2 as well, and then you're gonna have to change block 3. You're gonna it's a time consuming things to do to change the data. So you can see here's what it looked like. This is block 1. This is the signature for block 1. Look at block 2. It also carry the signature for block 1. That's linked together. You can't just change block 1 and then think you're just gonna be okay. Block 2 would say, wait a minute, because you change block 1, they're gonna assign a new signature. And then what block 2 is gonna say, no, I already have a signature for block 1. You see that? So that's why when the block is there in the system, right? So it's not an easy thing to change. This is why they say the data become permanent and everybody in the network, okay? The blocks carry different data, okay? Some might carry the same data. Some might carry different data, as you can see, okay? So the data from block to block is different, might be different, okay? So what we have to understand is that the network is the one that verified all the information. All computers in the network can verify. Will have to verify a transaction before it goes through. The signature link the blocks to each other, making them a chain of block. This is what, when we're talking about blockchain, this is what we are talking about with people. So let's look at how does the blockchain works now. Someone is requesting a transaction. Here, the computer is requesting it. The request transaction is broadcast to the peer-to-peer network consisting of computers known as nodes. These computers in the network, each computer is called a node. So as soon as someone requests something, all the computers in the network, what they do, they trying to verify the information. And to do that, they have to work together and to be able to do that. So the computers in the network, they request the transaction in the peer-to-peer. Information sending is right. What do? The network of nodes validates the transaction in the user status using non-algorithm. So once the nodes, the computers in the system verify the information of the users, verify all the transaction information, they verify them. If they are verified, the transaction now can involve a cryptocurrency contract, workers, or other information. This is what happened. The information is verified. the new block is created with the new information, and the network send it. Once it's verified, the transaction is combined with the other transaction to create a new block of data for the ledger. So when that new block of information with new data in it is created, is created, we call it new block. The network verify the information, right? They verify the user's information with algorithm, automatic, no central authority is needed. Then they create the new block with this new information in it. Then they create it and add it to where? To the ledger, to the block, to the ledger, right? The new block is then added to the existing blockchain in a way that is permanent, is unalterable. This blockchain has its own transaction code, and then it's attached, it's linked with the ledger to that, with that code. So once it's connected, it's existing. When it's attached to the block, it's become part of the blockchain because it's linked to the block, and then this transaction is connected to the blockchain, and then they send the verification, and then the transaction is complete. You see that? Someone requested the node in the network, peer-to-peer computers, a network, verify the information, validate the user's information with the algorithm. Once that's verified, then the transaction can involve where code can created, the contract is information, all the information is connected, and that's when they verify, they create the new block with the new information, link it to the blockchain. Now it's become permanent in the blockchain, and then it's requested the data to be added. So this is what blockchain is all about, people, and I'll see you next time in the next video.